Welcome to Aktonomy'. Hello, everyone. I'm seeing lots of hellos. Hi. Thank you. Thank you, guys, for joining us. Today is Aktonomy', Feb 24. The day has arrived. Who am I? My name is Ankita Gupta. I am your host. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Akto. And who is Akto? What is Akto actually? I think most people over here would know, but if you don't know, Akto is the fastest growing agentic security platform for CISOs and AI security teams. So Akto is a startup, is one of the fastest growing startup in agentic AI security industry. We were the first MCP security solution last year in the market when MCP was only 4 months old. So we've kind of taken that charge in the industry to take the bandwagon on agentic AI security ahead. So far we've served 120 plus AI security teams, 7 plus countries served, and lots of MCPs, agents, MCP APIs discovered. So that's a little bit of brief about Acto. You'll get to know over the next few hours more about Acto and generally the agentic security company. Um, okay, so this is the first 10 minutes is just 15 minutes is just me speaking about what agentic security is, why we are talking about it, why we are here, what Aktonomy is all about. And feel free to chat. I'm seeing lots of chat on the webinar chatter, so feel free to do that. Engage in the discussion as much as possible for yourself. Okay, so I was watching this AI summit by Cisco hosted a couple of weeks back, and there were phenomenal things said about security. And here is one of the quote from the CPO, Jeetu Patel from Cisco, who said, "This is the first time that security is actually becoming a prerequisite for adoption." Um, it was never the case in cloud. It was never the case in any time a new tech came. I mean, there was a little bit of concerns in the cloud in the beginning, in the cloud time. Also, of course, everyone was kind of hesitated, but this is the first time when actually security is becoming a prerequisite, and this is widely said across in the AI industry. What's happening? OpenAI CEO Sam Altman, he mentioned in the same summit that the biggest challenge is how to set up enterprises so that they can quickly absorb these new tools and not have a year to think about data access and security questions that are currently blocking people even at the level of adopting things like Codex. So here is the concern, and it's a very valid concern, right? OpenAI and Anthropic and all the AI players in the world have built this wonderful platform which is helping all of us out there. But especially with enterprises, the adoption is a challenge. Though it's getting adopted, but it's just a challenge from a security standpoint and a compliance standpoint, because AI is, as we all know, it's unpredictable. It's undeterministic. There is lots of governance layers needed before you can adopt AI, especially at an enterprise level. And we'll talk about all of those concerns throughout this summit today. The last one is which was very interesting for me from coming from the CEO of AWS, Matt Garman, that scale without guardrails doesn't really help anyone. So, um, sure, you're scaling AI, sure, you're scaling AI adoption across your company, and we are too, and I'm sure all of you guys are in your organization at some capacity. Uh, but we're quickly realizing with our work throughout the organizations that it's quickly becoming a bottleneck if you're not enforcing guardrails, if you're not enforcing compliance and security at scale. So very well said over there. I wanted to start with these quotes. And now something about what is the state of agentic AI security in 2026? Where are we? So we did a survey a month back with hundreds of CISOs, um, and AI security teams, and there were beautiful, beautiful insights that came in, and that's actually built our roadmap, product roadmap for the year. The first insight was that there is massive adoption of AI, but there is with the adoption, the security risk is rising also. And what's that gap? What's that gap with the adoption with and security control? So you can see we started, really with basic automation in AI in 2020, with 2022 literally becoming, ChatGPT came coming in, co-pilots, AI assistants then took over. They were task agents, and now we are living in the world in 2026 when we have actually agents and autonomous agents. But if you see the growth curve for security controls, and we work in security industry, so we can talk about, especially from the survey, what came in. This security control did not grow as fast as the agent autonomy grew. So there is a massive control gap, and the gap is only increasing. As you see in 2026, and the gap is only increasing across organizations. And the reason being the advancement in AI is way, way, way faster, and which is with any tech that the tech grows faster, and then the security follows. So this is a big gap. Organizations are working on controlling this gap and making it smaller, but there's a long way to go. 2026 is hopefully the year where we're going to have real good work done in security around agentic AI and MCPs and LLMs. Yeah, from the survey, I mean, just a little bit on the stat side, 69% of organizations came out to be, running, uh, actually running pilots or maybe some kind of agent in productions. And how are they doing this? How are they actually using AI? So we work with lots of organizations, and most of them are actually using Anthropic, OpenAI, of course, for their AI adoption across organizations, but it's more, they're using agent builder apps like AWS Bedrock or something like a Copilot, etc., to build agents. And so the stat is pretty cool that 70% of organizations are already piloting or running some kind of agents in production. Um, the other one is, so the insight over here was the adoption and maturity is pretty high. The adoption is increasing for AI, but the governance gaps remain. 79% of organizations actually had governance gaps compared to the adoption they had. So this is a big concern for organizations from the state perspective. The second kind of metric was lack of inventory is the number one source of blind spots. And we're going to talk about this a lot in the panel itself for AI governance and visibility. When we surveyed the CISOs and AI security teams, 79% of the respondents said they have only partial or outdated visibility into their AI stats. So this is pretty interesting to know. There's a lot of chatter happening in chat. Okay. The third one is AI governance gap is driving a lack of confidence in securing AI. So this I can attest to in the sense that when we work with organizations, though every CISO, every CIO wants to make sure that AI is getting adopted in their organizations, because net it's a positive. It's very important for teams to adopt AI, but there is big concerns on the gaps, and here are some of the stats that. I mean, if you can see about like 60%, 17 plus 49%, they don't have any kind of governance in place when AI is getting adopted. So this is a big concern. There are some top concerns for agentic AI, which we found out from the survey was supply chain was the biggest one, data leakage, prompt injection, or uncontrolled autonomous actions, regulatory violations, and so on. The last one is, where do enterprises stand today? Enterprises are actually, actually, to be honest, to give the credit, they're doing phenomenal job. Security teams are doing phenomenal job in helping engineering, helping employees really adopt AI securely. I think there is lots and lots of efforts, programs, budgets being deployed in securing adoption of AI across organizations, and it's pretty commendable. This, while AI is moving fast, security teams are also, I think, there is gap, but they're moving pretty fast in terms of enabling the companies. Um, Now we have 3 minutes left to start the panel, so I'm going to quickly run over the agenda over here. The there's lots of panels. There is individual sessions. You will hear from all of these people, and I will introduce them. So there's going to be Cisco AI security framework, designing guardrails, sessions on red teaming, session on what is the career for AI security engineers looking like in 2026, the roadmap for AI security teams, the visibility gap, and the governance. So this is, I mean, I think whoever is over here, it's worth staying till the end. It's going to be like a 6 to 7 hours kind conference, and the sessions are pretty amazing. Little bit of housekeeping. Chat with us. Chat is available, and I see constant chatter over here, so that this is great. I will start the panel now. It's starting in 2 minutes. Engage with everyone. Q&A is also there, so you can start with Q&A. We'll have polls and quizzes over here to for people to answer anything.